My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. I must inform you that I do not live in this house by myself, but live here with other people. Sometimes other members of the household may have to walk through areas where I might be recording with other family members on the phone. If you hear any noise like that, please feel free to disregard. We are doing our best to get noise canceling equipment, which may at least keep you from hearing exactly what is being said. Thank you for considering. Well, we had our few days of little fun on the site and on the page, and with a few little jokes here and there, a few little funnies, but I decided this time around it was kind of getting about time to get back to business again. So you've already seen the video where I did the little introduction on how I make these little elf faces, and there's just a little extra work we're going to come along to do on the rest of these as we take it a little further. There's probably something I need to find here. I tell you, I was just recently, a few days ago, just sharpening up some knives and working on some other things, but here, I tell you, I finally found the knives again, so this is what we're going to do our work upon today. We're going to kind of do a little thing where we carve this line up here and kind of make the top of the elf's hat, and you see the lines that kind of make out the ears. We carve along those and kind of get a little shape put into the work. I say, oh, times when we're struggling in life. I say, it's currently Sunday afternoon as I record this, but I'm kind of starting to get to where where I'm making my videos by the day and uploading them one day at a time, just trying to follow a new algorithm and see how that goes. And so that's where we come along here. You've probably seen that I've gotten those lines around. Now we're going to come along, take care of this little one as well. Kind of go along this line, make the little place on the sides too that make out the elf's ears, and kind of come up here to the top again and do that same little step. And sometimes, it kind of does a little good to carve a little two of something at once. Just kind of see a little work and how it's going to go for us. And all we do, I say that this is just where we sort of make along these little cuts, and behind the head where we got the little circles for the backs of the ears, and make those lines come right along like little places that curve out in the back and kind of make it so it's going to be like a nice little elf. It's only September as I record, so that's what I do. And I'll tell you that yesterday, Saturday, I went out to swim at the Y, and went out Friday night, but it got stormed out, so couldn't swim. And You know, they close indoor pools too when it thunders and lightnings, so keep everybody safe. And I'd say that for just as how as this went in yesterday, Saturday, to swim, and there was actually a UK football game going on, so it was kind of different in there with everybody there, and how that it all just kind of worked out as it did. And I tell you, I started feeling a little pain in my shin and in my calf and a little numbness in my foot. So that was how that came along. You see, I just got this line out here, and we're going to take a same little line and do one along here as well. And I just like to kind of mention that I had to get out and get some help from the guard. The guard went to get somebody at the front desk. She brought me out some ice packs that I kind of put on my leg for a while to kind of get all the swelling down, and thankfully it wasn't nothing too serious. We're going to take some same little steps on the other side of this one as well, and kind of cut along this line here. Sometime or another, there's a thing or two I'm going to figure out as far as like how to maybe make a little fast reel where you kind of show your work a little bit and then just kind of like speed up the video and have music in the background. I've seen some of that, and you might have to have a TikTok to do that, but it's just one of those things I'm going to have to find out, and probably at some point say that I will find it out at some time. You know, I kind of had a TikTok before, but I closed it down. I kind of only used it to watch friends' videos, but I say that little things like that will change a bit in life. And I mean, sometimes, just sometimes, I just see a lot of bit of stuff on TikTok that, I mean, some people my age probably do it or like it, but you know, if you all know how old-fashioned I am and all the things I've shared that I've just recently started learning how to use and how to do, you probably understand some little things about me, how it goes. Just one little curve to make on the back for the little extra area of the hat, and just to say that there's probably some things we're going to do, like kind of make out the chin a little bit here and sort of do cute, funny little things, I say. And for all this kind of stuff, we say that this little elf is going to be a little sentimental treasure to some people. Make a body for it too eventually. I say that these little slits for the eyes, for how they come along, gotta carve the little lines out here, make it so the eyes are going to be just right for a certain way that an elf ought to be, and come along here, make out the little cuts for the little elf nose. And as for how a little critter is going to come about to make a way in us, see us as little bright, shiny lights and ornaments to make a little day brighter, I say I've gotten this much done so far, and we're going to take it along and do the same little step on these eyes as well, and kind of start to make it out like it's going to be. I say that this is just a way that we have of doing these nice little things that we do, and I say that it's just kind of like what we have here. Think we're going to go look for a gouge in a little bit and try to kind of find a way to do a thing or two for the eyes. This is a much older type of gouge I have, but it's momentarily the one I can find, and for these two little circles that make the eyes, kind of do this little thing here, crap, and kind of make it so the eyes are just going to be the little light we have in our lives. And so I say that this is just among the things where we kind of get the little eyeballs out and say that it's just kind of a good little method we have and use. I say that the thumb guard came off, but we managed this well, and you know, little things we do to kind of show what it's going to be in the long run, and then kind of come where we get the eyes just like this. Got one more little place to carve out for this video, and that is to make this little mouth of the elf, and probably after this come soon to being done and got a little bit of a way in what we have and do. I say that this is just one little puppet of an elf's mouth, and what it all comes straight right down to being when we all get a little bit done here. And oh, I say we're just about there. Just got a little ways to go, little things to do, new tags to put on videos, and I'll say so much more as we move along. And I appreciate the fact that you all come on. There is so much more to know and to do and to say. I'd say my leg might recover it for a day or two, but I feel much better today after all I'm getting around to doing. And thank you all so much. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned.